This war that Israel has been fighting since October 7th, 2023 is nearing the 20-month mark in just a few days as Israel continues to fight multiple enemies on various fronts around the Middle East. Shalom, my friends. This is Akiva Gersh with Israel in 5, where we give you everything Israel in 5 minutes. Please like and subscribe. And if you have any questions, want to keep the conversation going, please do so below in the comments. Just this past Monday, 3 soldiers were killed in the northern Gaza Strip as a result of a roadside explosive that was detonated by Palestinian terrorists in the Strip, and their Humvee was attacked, and they were killed, and other soldiers were seriously injured. The fighting continues in the Gaza Strip as more reservist soldiers have been brought in recent weeks to continue the fighting, but not only continue the fighting, but to enhance and to increase the fighting, cornering Hamas more and more and continuing to destroy their infrastructure, as well as battle directly against terrorists throughout the Gaza Strip. Just yesterday, another reservist soldier was killed as well in the Israeli paratroopers as a result of fighting in one of the neighborhoods in Gaza City. The war continues on, the fighting continues on until Hamas is taken out of power. But unfortunately, of course, there are sacrifices along the way. And we remember these 4 soldiers who this week gave their everything, gave their lives for their country, their land, their people, in order to make sure that there is never, ever again an attack like October 7th. The fighting continues on other fronts as well, as the Houthis, the terrorist organization, the Houthis in Yemen, continue to fire ballistic missiles at Israel. Thank God Israel continues to shoot them down, but they send hundreds of thousands of Israelis running to bomb shelters every single time that they do, as a result of Israel's advanced warning system to make sure that no one's hurt in case any rocket gets through the defense system, or even parts of a rocket that were shot down fall into civilian areas. Yesterday, for the first time in a year, there were rockets fired at Israel from Syria. 2 rockets were fired from about 12 kilometers within Syria. They were directed at the Golan Heights in the north of Israel. And as a result, Israel held the new regime in Syria responsible for these attacks, and very quickly after launched their own attack on Syrian soil, targeting weapons depots in Syria, and sending a very clear and strong message that no attack on Israel from anywhere in Syria, no matter who it is, will be tolerated, and all attacks and all rockets fired from Syrian soil onto Israeli soil will be the responsibility of the new Syrian regime, and they will be held accountable. This war continues on various fronts, and America, as you probably know, has been in talks with Iran to see if they can reach a nuclear deal, one that is satisfactory to America as well as to Israel. In recent days, we've been hearing news that it is starting to look more and more shaky and less likely that it will actually take hold, which means that the possibility of an attack on Iran, either from Israel alone or a joint attack by America and Israel on Iran, is looking more and more likely. Again, time will tell, but the situation doesn't look optimistic, and Israel knows that it needs to make sure that Iran does not reach the capability of developing a nuclear weapon for their own safety and the safety of the region. Those are the updates from this past week in this war, this ongoing war. We continue to thank you for your ongoing prayers, thoughts, and support. And we send all of our prayers to the soldiers in the front lines of this war, fighting the very difficult fight, but the very necessary fight. And our prayers go to the families of the remaining hostages, hoping and praying that they come home soon. All the best, my friends, and be well.